Hello, my name is Sherry Sanders and I'm a county agricultural agent working in White County as a part of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. Welcome to Agriculture. This series is designed to promote and showcase women working in the field of agriculture in this state. This month we are featuring Sarah Bramall. Sarah is a small farms program coordinator for the University of Arkansas System, and she makes her home in Prairie Grove with her family. And this is her story.
I love agriculture. I would say I love everything about it. There are some challenges, but for the most part, I do love agriculture in general. I'd say right now, in this season of my life, my favorite part of agriculture is involving my children. It is watching them grow up in a way, and even more so than how I grew up in it. And I think that we constantly bring awareness to them of, you get to do things that your peers don't get to do. Pearson, he can drive a tractor by himself basically at this point, and he's 4 years old. I've watched more YouTube farm videos in the last 4 years than I probably ever care to watch again. But just getting to show my children all the opportunities, and also getting to raise them in doing things outside, getting to raise them in thinking about what they're doing right now and how that impacts not only their future but other people's futures. I joke a lot, so I've talked about the different areas of agriculture that I'm involved in, but I would say my number one area that I'm involved in right now is carpet farming. I farm in my living room and in my bathroom and in my doorway every single day. Every morning there are heifers out, or there's grain spilled over. My kids don't have a sandbox, they have a corn box. But again, it's just continuously exposing them to hopefully their future, because without them, what does it look like? Our average farmer, the average age of the farmer just keeps increasing, and we've got to bring that down. We've got to make sure that we have people who are going to take these jobs, who are going to raise the livestock, who are going to provide the food. So my favorite part of ag right now is getting to raise children to do that. Challenges, I already mentioned land. That's hard. We can't make more land, and if you're in the Northwest Arkansas area, and really, this is just a nationwide thing, and worldwide probably, is that our land is quickly becoming parking lots. Our land is quickly becoming houses. And so having to really rethink how do we bring food to the table with less grass to feed? How do we feed cattle 300 days on the limited grass that we have instead of having to input so much cost into hay? How do we produce better show lambs, again, with limited land, when our resources are now far more expensive? It is a whole lot more now to purchase the semen to AI. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'd say it's more because we have more head, we have more lambs, we have more ewes that we're doing this for. The technology has improved vastly, which is huge. But just the cost of doing it all. People's time costs more money now because our utilities cost more. Feed costs so much more. So how can we make a living and farm? But I also know that we're never going to give up the farm part, because that's just part of our life. We're never going to give up on agriculture because we have to have it. And again, if we don't do it, who's going to? So land, rising costs. And I also think making sure that people are aware and expressing our stories to them. I think that oftentimes people ask questions because they're curious, but they get snubbed by people who are more advanced into agriculture and are thinking more along the lines that they don't really want to know. They're trying to find something wrong and pick something wrong out. And so instead of taking the time to be courteous and explain to them, this is why we do what we do, we're not going to bring anyone else new into agriculture that way. We've got to sit down with them and talk with them and explain, which is why I love my small farms class so much, and getting to bring in a student who has never once stepped foot on a farm but has a huge interest in learning how to grow their own garden because they want to be able to feed themselves. We have to take the time to do that, and we have to realize that if we don't take the time now, then we're going to run out of time, and we're going to run out of farmers one day. So I'd say that those are some of our bigger challenges.